position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Glad to have you with us from Gerald J. Ford Stadium in Dallas, home to the SMU Mustangs. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Wisconsin Badgers, taking on the 25th ranked team in the land, the SMU Mustangs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Mustangs will get this season underway as toe meets leather. He'll bring it out. It's Ezukama. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. Give to the back. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
You want to settle everybody in on the road? You want to take the nerves away? Run the football. Really, really good job. The offensive line, they're physical and nasty. They're not nervous. They're not worried about this crowd getting loud. They just want to hit you right in the mouth, and they started the game off with some good physicality.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Right back to the well. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Guys, let's step back here and think big picture Wisconsin. They lose in the semis last year. Any potential for a hangover this season?
I don't think so, and I think they obviously didn't finish last season the way they wanted to, but having the success they had, David, that opened the eyes to a lot of portal players around the country. They wanted to come here knowing they could build on that and take the next step.
And sometimes it takes those steps, Jesse. Like, you've got to crawl before you walk. And this team, they tasted it. They know what it feels.
Oh, he's got some space. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
The Badgers will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Quick strike complete. Inside the 15. Out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. On the option. Quick toss. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped.
So far, it's been a rough first drive for this defense, but I tell you what, guys, all can be forgotten if they can bow up and make a stand right here. You got a goal-to-go situation. You know they're going to try to be physical. The field's already shrunk. Get some momentum back right here. Get a big stand. At least hold them to 3.
And the Badgers trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Wants to pass. Touchdown, Wisconsin! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
What an exciting way to start this season. This offense had a plan. They knew who they wanted to be, but you had to come out and execute it, and that was a beautiful first drive, creating some momentum not only for this offense, but for this squad to start the season.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they capped the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. He's got the tight end.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
After a big gainer on that first play, now they can really go for it on 1st and 10. Handoff to the single running back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. They'll go right back to him. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get those running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
Hunt is in the air. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Offense back on the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Pulls it in. It's Clark. Let's take just a moment here and talk about Wisconsin. At some point, with all of the transfer portal talk and guys going in and out, you can score one for continuity with this ball club, can't you, David?
That means your system and your culture is working. And because these guys so often are just going for the next opportunity, the next bag of money. Nice job. They kept their guys that they recruited, that they love.
Yeah, it sounds so cliche, but these players really have bought in to this coaching staff and the message and what they're preaching. They all believe they can do something very special this season.
The Badgers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Got it, looking for the 1st down. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. They get the conversion there. He used his size and nice moves to get past the chains.
And I like that. 3rd and short. Find the big fella, the soft hands, make a quick little move, make the completion, get the 1st down.
And the Badgers have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, running back gets to give. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them, because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
That's reeled in. It's Clark. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. That offensive line grabbing and holding on, and they'll back up and try it again. The Badgers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Going to swing it on second down. Quickly out to the tight end. Tackled there by the defense. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on third and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's a hit. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
It's been a tale of two drives for this defense early on, right? They came out starting really slow, allowed a touchdown in the opening drive, but they're finally settling in here on this one. Obviously, it wasn't perfect. They did give up one first down, but really nice job there on that third down pass defense, forcing the incompletion, now trying to set up a punt.
They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. Snags it quickly on the left. There he goes. A big play. Gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
Now they've got it at the 44 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Trying to escape and get it himself. Across the 25, he's got room. How about that play? Getting a huge chunk of yardage to wrap up the first quarter, and that's how we'll end it and head to the second. They've swapped into the field, and we're ready to go in the second. They've got a first down here to open the period. He might want another play. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Got it in the middle. It's Witzel. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit, and let's keep going.
Off the play fake. He caught it. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. The Mustangs want to move quickly. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Touchdown, SMU! Quick strike through the air for the score. I don't know exactly what the defensive coverage was, but it certainly wasn't part of the plan to leave him that wide open.
Well, I don't think they know what their defensive coverage was either. How do you leave that big guy open down here in the red zone? You know the quarterback loves the big tight ends in this area. Really poor job by the defense.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. to work. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
And the Badgers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Looking to fire. Caught over the middle. It's Clark. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Stopped at the 47-yard line. A 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers.
That's a good-looking throw, and I know when we talk Wisconsin offense, we're always talking about running backs, but they've seen their fair share of QBs too. Darren Bevel back in my day, Scott Tolzien had some success, and then, of course, Russell Wilson also. This guy right now in this game, he needs to get himself into a rhythm, and if he gets there, he's dangerous.
The Badgers will have it 1st and 10. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Toss sweep to the right. And some room to work. Turning it on. 10. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Badger.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. And he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown run.
Lining up to add another. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 25 clash today. North Texas has some work to do. There's no other way to put it. But the mantra of this program is hard hats, hard work. And if they can chip away here, they may be able to pull this out. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Minnesota. We will be multitasking today, boys. One eye on that game, one eye on your game. Really the only way to do it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The give on the inside. Good surge up front. Give him 4 out to the 18.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5.
Get set, get set.
Right back to the well. Tackle is made at the 23. Let's call it a 5-yard pickup.
Man, a nice crisp run. Great job. Maybe expecting pass, in 2nd down, but really good job running the football, committing to it, getting the first down.
From their own 23, it'll be 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Might be changing the route. Been showing them the run. Now they'll throw it. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting in those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable in run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone, and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Mustangs will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away.
Return goes out of bounds.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Running back searching for a hole. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. With the catch, it's Clark. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Fires to the middle. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
They boot it away.
Return runs out of bounds.
First play of the drive will come from the 9-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Fires to the big fella. Just a quick rhythm throw there, and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time.
Breaks into the open. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. They had the 1st down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on 2nd down. And now on 2nd down for this offense. He wants to change this route. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Just a short pass to the tight end. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this 1st down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Flushed out of the pocket. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
So after that incompletion, fourth down, you've got to hold serve if you're this offense, right? Both offenses up and down the field. The opponent scored twice. You scored a touchdown on your first drive. I think you got to go for it here because right now nobody's playing defense, and this game very easily could come down to which team has the ball last.
Get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Power football with the run. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. And the Badgers moving quickly to the line. Wants to go up top on first down. Throws for the tight end. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
Well, he did a good job getting to the middle of the field. That's where the offense wanted to attack on that play. He's just got to do a better job looking that football in.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. The run from the shotgun. They could have used a little bit more there. Pick up of 3. It's 3rd and 7. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Third and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here. Just don't take a negative play. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the tight end. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too. Understanding the situation. It's third down. We're fine giving up completions right there. We're not giving up the first down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you've set up fourth down.
The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. He'll try to knock it through from 38 yards out. Between the uprights, it's good. And the field goal to end the half takes us to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Badgers will kick it away to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Allen. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring drive.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here will be huge.
That's the story today in this game. The coverage defensively has been so good. They seem to always be in the back pocket of these intended targets, and they swat another pass away incomplete.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down.
I love the defensive mentality coming out here early in the third quarter. They've got the lead. They know the offense is going to be aggressive and start taking shots. A really nice play call that time, and an even better job in the back end in the secondary being ready for it. It just feels, guys, in this game like the defense is staying one step ahead.
Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. Looking downfield on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Clark. Oh, he's got some space. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
From the 25-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Caught in the backfield. It's Grove. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Back to pass. Gets it out quickly. Headed to the end zone. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Wisconsin.
And that's why this running back is so dangerous. It's not just handing him off the football, but he's a weapon in the passing game. You see his ability to catch it, turn upfield, make people miss, and find the end zone.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, want to jump in and let you know what's going on in this top 25 showdown. North Texas has the lead right now. The good folks in Denton have been buzzing all week, but this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They are up by 7 over Minnesota. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so he puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
Firing to the right, complete. There he goes. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. The Mustangs come to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
And it's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
He's loose down the middle. The 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Mustangs. Once he got some room, it was over.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. Their lead is down to 10. It's moments like this you start to feel a little bit of heat to put points on the board. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Here comes the option. Now the toss. Slithers into space. He's loose. He's at the 40. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Badger! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
They call it the option because there's so many options on the play. There's so many things they can do. The defense did a good job taking away the quarterback, but, man, they lost track of the running back. Great blocking. Running back takes it all away for the huge touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. That drive took no time at all. A couple of plays and finished it with the long run for the touchdown.
SMU 14.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead and they're trying to hold on to it. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Have the ball back and ready to go to work. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and the defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down.
Wide open spaces. Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the plus 42.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
Dances away from the pressure, going to his left. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22.
I mean, these quarterbacks nowadays can run so fast. Think about who you've got chasing them. Defensive linemen, those big old defensive tackles, defensive ends, linebackers. They can't catch them because they're faster than them nowadays. So much speed, so much electricity now with these guys.
Well, they had the matchup they wanted. They had the running back working one-on-one with the linebacker on that angle route, but he couldn't reel it in.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? After the incompletion, they go back up top. Quickly complete. He goes out of bounds right at the 15-yard line.
And man coverage, when they get up in your face, they make things hard. You want to be able to attack the whole field and get them lean in one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out route connection. Nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
Third down play from the gun. The throw to the outside is complete. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. And that's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, SMU!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
PAT unit on the field.
For the extra point.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and it was punctuated by an 11-yard run for the score. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's Ezukama. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Turning it on! That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. He's over 150 yards rushing, having a Melvin Gordon kind of day.
Yeah, just feature this guy, give him the rock. He kind of gets stronger the more carries you give him, and you can tell he ain't done yet.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Grove. And he's brought down after a nice gain. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down?
Well, you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
And the Badgers come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Quickly complete. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. If you like old school running games, this has been the game for you and a couple of guys who starred through the first 3 periods. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They go back to work in the final period of this one. To the air on first down. Finds his big tight end. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in the game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
The Badgers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Out of the gun, they give to the back. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Wisconsin.
Yeah, and how about this offense, man, putting another drive together, getting in the end zone. And here's the deal, going on the road, handling these conditions in game 1, they've done a phenomenal job.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And that kick was perfectly down the middle. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. UTSA packed a wallop today. This was supposed to be a major road test, and instead it felt like a stroll down the Riverwalk there in San Antonio. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. SMU offense is headed back onto the field. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
To the air on second down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Allen. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
We just have not called this guy's name enough. He's one of the best receivers in all of college football, and that was only his second catch. And I think that's a big reason why they're trailing this much in this game so late. They just have not been able to get one of their biggest weapons involved as often as they needed to.
Off play action on first down. Dances away. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
It's got to be frustrating to be this quarterback in this game, too. He just has never had confidence being able to step up in the pocket and deliver throws. When he gets flushed, they're still taking away all the throws down the field. It's just been one of those days.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Now rolling to the left. Gets rid of it. Makes the catch. It's down. And the Mustangs racing to the line in the hurry-up. Quarterback making checks. Wants to throw it. Quickly to the tight end. And it's a catch, but he's got enough for the first down. The Mustangs are flying down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Buys a little time. Throwing on the run. Catch inside the 30 and still running. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Mustangs.
One of the things I love about this quarterback, David, is that he keeps his eyes downfield when he gets outside the pocket. He might have had an opportunity to take off running with that, but he knew he had an opportunity for an even bigger play. How about the run after the catch?
And that's great. You love that about the quarterbacks, but it's so frustrating when you got a guy that just breaks the contain of the pocket, breaks down your defense. Now you got to cover longer in the back end, and you can tell he comes free, he sees him, catches it, and walks right into the end zone.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Ezukama. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback.
Will take over. First and 10.
Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Makes the grab. It's Brown. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football there.
So much for the tough field position. One play, and you're already to the 35. Got a man. It's Grove.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
And the Badgers in a good spot here with second and short. Looking to fire. Grab near the sticks. It's Grove. Breaks into the open. He's at the 20. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Badgers.
And this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point was good. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they finish it in style with a 57-yard toss for 6. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. And the Mustangs want to crank the tempo. Off play action. Fires to the wideout. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit, forcing the incompletion?
The Mustangs come to the line needing just inches for the first down. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. Breaks the tackle. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Boy, he's over 100 now at 102 yards on the ground, and with that run, he eclipses the 100-yard mark in this season opener. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. And the Mustangs have their offense in high gear. Looking to throw on first down. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
No rest for the wicked for this offense. They are taking shots. You just saw a big explosive play on the previous one, and right away they get back to the line of scrimmage, and they throw it in the end zone. They have got this defense on their heels.
Back to pass on second down. Scrambling away. And that's going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
And the defense is good with that. Get pressure on the quarterback, get him outside the pocket. You know it's a passing situation. Play half the field now. This defense is in a good spot, and you can tell they're ready to rush this quarterback.
Wants to throw again. He'll pull it down and run. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. The Mustangs had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Wants to go up top on first down. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life so hard on this offense.
And the Mustangs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. From the gun, the running back has it. He's dragged down to the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. The Mustangs headed quickly to the line. The offense changing the play. On third down, he drops to throw. Touchdown, SMU! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
Really nice job by the quarterback there of just letting the play develop. He had his eyes down in the middle of the field, and I think when he saw that deep middle area vacated, he said to himself, I've got a guy running right into that area. I'm throwing this thing on time. This is going to be a touchdown. That's exactly what happened.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Fielded in the end zone, it's Ezukama. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Holden finds his man on the left. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. At this point, the defense has little choice but to sell out to stop the run on 2nd and 7. Looking for room, it's Clark. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
This is a big pressure moment for the offense, too, because they've got the lead, but it's now 3rd down on their own side of the field. They would love nothing more than to be able to convert this, stay on the field, keep bleeding the clock. But the defense, I'd expect them to bring pressure here, trying to force the ball out of the QB's hands quickly.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Badgers decide to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Just needs a crack to get a return. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. They'll start this drive going to the air. Throws to the wideout. And it's an incomplete pass over the middle.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
So now it's 2nd and long. Might be calling a hot route. 2nd and 10, he'll throw again. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. It's caught. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game, marking out the 47.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
They'll send the back in motion. Looking downfield on 1st down. Fires to the right. It's complete. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business.
And there's no quit in this team. Obviously, they're trailing late in the game, but they're trying to make it happen. We've seen 2 big plays now back-to-back. They're putting pressure on this defense.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Now he's going to break the pocket. Oh, he's got a chance. Nice run there. Picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I'll tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
Catch in the middle. It's Downs. And tight coverage right there, but he makes the grab, and they've got it on the 11 and a red zone chance. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. to the air on first down. Rushes on him. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
Well, they're not able to hook up on that throw, but they need to score now. At this juncture of the game, this late in the game, they need a touchdown, they need an onside kick recovered, and they need to score again if they're going to win. The sense of urgency is just off the charts.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Got it! Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. The offense gets the timeout. 12 ticks left on the clock. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can't pick up the first without scoring. They'll try to get it through the air. Fires into the end zone. Pass is broken up. Incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. They will score! Touchdown Mustangs!
And that sure feels like too little, too late. This offense, they needed to score and execute faster, but there's not enough time for me, man. This feels like this one's over.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. Lining up for the onside kick, just a few seconds to play, and they will need a miracle. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. With yet another unranked team taking down a ranked opponent, does a portal help level this out a little bit where it's really difficult to know which team should be ranked in the first place?
I think the portal certainly helps. At the end of the day, though, they just wanted it more today, and that win is going to help recruiting. It's going to help their confidence moving forward. I know this, David, every team on the rest of their schedule, they're now taking account and notice of this team.
And I completely agree. Like, you start to build momentum, and then momentum helps you find more guys in the portal and helps high school recruiting. So big ranked win today. And hey, who knows? Maybe this gets them in the rankings in the near future.
That's going to do it.